comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I drove about 600 fucking Ks today, but it was worth it. I fucking love the Northern Territory. I'm 110 coming back. Darwin is a vibe. They could turn this place into like anything, really. The weather is insane. It's probably a little bit too hot, and the sun's a little too strong for my delicate skin, to be fair. I would die of skin cancer within about 3 years of living here. The sun is fucking intense. It's not a place white people are meant to be. We were bred out of this area millennia ago. It was mainly white people here like 50,000 years ago. Originally, it was all albinos and just a few dark-skinned people, but nature has its way, and all the albinos died of skin cancer. But it's a fucking cool place. You don't realize it's the fucking tropics here, because Northern Territory is like 98% desert, and then you've got this like little oasis, which is like Darwin and a few places around here. So you go to these places. We went to this place called fucking Litchfield Park, which is 100 and something Ks from Darwin. And there's just fucking waterfalls and rivers and swimming holes. And it's just fucking incredible. Just untouched. And no one's really there either. It's not like every other natural wonder that's turned into a commercial fucking hellhole. I think we're at the wrong time of the season. Like, no tourists are here at the moment because this is meant to be monsoon season. But the weather's been incredible. So I guess that's why there's not so many people around. But we went for a swim in this place called Bewley's Hole, I think it was called. And you get into the water and it's just crystal fucking clear, beautiful, fresh water. You're drinking it. I was drinking it. Like, there was a few fucking German tourists upstream, like up the waterfall a little bit, so I was getting a little bit of fucking German juice, but it was still pretty fucking fresh. Like, it would have been fucking incredible back in the day. By back in the day, I mean before Captain Cook came and discovered everything. There was nothing here before Captain Cook got here. Yes, the rock formations look like they're millions of years old, but they really didn't exist until white man laid eyes on them and could record it on paper. I tell you what though, those fucking English cunts that fucking went and conquered the whole world, they had some fucking balls on them. I mean, to come to Australia and fucking settle shit here is insane. I mean, yeah, there was like 200 years of systematic like genocide and murder and death of the Aboriginal people. But I mean like the terrain and just the unknown. Like those English cunts and the Irish cunts that came to Australia, they didn't know there was like crocodiles and snakes and fucking spiders and shit. They didn't know 90% of the country is desert. So when you're fucking at the edge of the desert, about to walk across the desert, you've got like 10 donkeys and like 6 liters of water and some cashew nuts like me, and you're about to attempt to cross the fucking Sturt Desert or some shit, whatever the big one in Australia is. Like, you don't know that there's a 3,000 kilometer walk ahead of you. Like, at worst, they would be like 100 Ks. If we can make it 100 Ks, we'll get to the end of the desert. 3,000 Ks, no break, no water. Fuck that. And that's just the desert here. You fucking walk into a bush, there's snakes, there's spiders, there's fucking shit that can bite you and kill you. There's mosquitoes, the ants hurt like fuck. And obviously, at the start, you didn't know there was like crocodiles and all this sort of shit there. But pretty quickly, they figured it out and they still went. They're like, all right, yeah, there's snakes and there's crocodiles and shit in here, but we're still going to walk through this bush. And not only that, you're going to cop a spear at some point as well. There's only so much your muskets and your gay uniforms can do. The rest of it is just pure fucking balls. Like, I stopped the car today to take a piss, and I sort of walked into the, like, bush a little bit, maybe like 20 meters, and I was honestly thinking, I don't want to lose sight of the car. I better not go too far in. Imagine you've just rocked up from fucking England, from fucking Liverpool or something. You're a scouser back in the 1800s, and you've rocked up to fucking Darwin, and there's not even a road. You're just walking into the bush. And and you're walking straight for like 1,000 kilometers before you reach the other end. And during that journey, there's crocodiles, there's snakes, there's bigger crocodiles, there's little crocodiles that just bite your ankles and shit. Like, if you look past the genocide and the murder and all that sort of stuff, these cunts really did have some fucking balls on them. If I was a scouser in the 1800s, at the first sign of a fucking snake, especially like a brown snake, the first time you see a cunt get bit by one and see what happens, I'd be like, hey, get me the fuck back to Liverpool now. I don't give a fuck how minging the birds are. Just get me back. Oh, fuck, I love the NT. So we went to Bewley's Hole. I had a swim there. It felt like it was healing in that water. This whole place feels a little bit healing besides the skin cancer. It's an incredible place. I'm 110 coming back. If you fucking get the chance, get out to fucking NT. It looked cranking last night as well. People were partying on Saturday night in Darwin too. And everyone's on scooters and everyone's fucked up. They really were getting into it at about 4 p.m. And by like 7:30, everyone in Darwin was fucking lit. It would have been a good place to fucking rock and roll back in the day. Anyway, it's fucking airport time. It's plane time. I'm back to Sydney. I'm back to Sydney for like 3 weeks and then I'm in India. Anyway, that will fucking do for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around and I'll see you the fuck later.